What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and Maggie Rhee, Lauren Cohan, contract negotiations, and things aren't looking good for Maggie on The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning, if you don't want to know this information, stop watching now. I don't want to ruin anything for you, but it's the latest news about contracts for Season 9 of Lauren Cohan, and it's some good information. We'll see where it goes down the road, but it's the latest information, and here we go, guys. But first, if you can, join our team by subscribing to the channel, the PT channel, and becoming a valued member of our Walking Dead family, and I really hope you do. Now, Maggie Rhee is a big part of The Walking Dead. Since Season 2, she's been a bigger and bigger and bigger part of the storyline with Glenn and Rick and Alexandria and now Hilltop. And whether you like it or not, Maggie is a big part of All Out War, Hilltop, and the story going forward, but the character may in jeopardy. So comicbook.com had this great article. Well, we're going to highlight a lot of the stuff. We'll put the link in the description if you want to read more about it. But The Walking Dead's Lauren Cohan, who plays Maggie, appears to be dabbling in free agency in the midst of a new contract negotiation. During the time between production of The Walking Dead Season 8 and Season 9, Cohan's team is reportedly in talks with AMC to get the actress more money for her role as Maggie Rhee. As the talks are not going in the actress's favor, she is fielding a serious amount of offer for new TV pilots. According to Deadline's report, she is considering nearly half a dozen options so far. So that would be a big loss for The Walking Dead if the actress left the show. And hopefully it does not happen, because I hate when characters get recast, or the worst case is that Maggie would be killed off on the show, which would be even worse. But Lauren Cohan hopefully will work out some contract negotiations with AMC and just get fair market value for the character and the actress who's been there since Season 2. There have been rumblings that Cohan had sought parity with her male co-stars Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus, who are paid significantly more than all of their female colleagues, Nellie Andreeva writes. I hear that was brought up early on but was not made a make or break requirement for Cohan to come back, as she had joined the show later than Lincoln and Reedus, who on average appear in more scenes than just about anyone else on the series. I hear AMC offered Cohan a modest salary increase in exchange for a long-term contract, which was rejected, a standard practice in talent renegotiations. Of course, this comes as a surprise for fans for the popular zombie drama, as Maggie was alive and well the last we saw her. For comic fans, the possibility is a bit more shocking, as the character evolves into a pivotal leader in the books and years which followed the All Out War story, pitting Rick Grimes against Negan and the Saviors. Such a deviation, however, would be a bit less surprising after the live-action adaptation of Robert Kirkman's work chose to kill Carl Grimes, the character who was arguably the centerpiece on the pages. Well, either way, the Carl situation with Maggie, the Carl situation is bad for the future of the show in a lot of people's eyes. I'm kind of trusting them after the cruise and after the information that I found out about what's in store, but the Maggie deviation would be so crazy. Who would run Hilltop? Jesus? Someone else? Enid? Gregory? It just would not make sense at all, but I would take recasting over killing the character, that's for sure. As production of The Walking Dead Season 9 nears, Cohan's team and AMC will likely seek an agreement, or her character may suffer a similar fate as Carl, Glenn, and other beloved names as the actress journeys toward other options, which would be terrible if Maggie is gone from the show. Hopefully it does not happen. I don't want this to happen. She's part of the big three leaders. That's for sure. I mean, you got Rick running Alexandria, you got Ezekiel running the Kingdom, and you got Maggie running the Hilltop. Ezekiel, we know what the comic storyline is for that. The Maggie thing would be so crazy. That would be a major deviation. You can get away from the Carl thing somewhat, but Maggie, the door would be open for who runs Hilltop. I don't know how it makes sense. You can't have a terrible leader at Hilltop, especially with the upcoming storyline and where they have to be at the Hilltop. Gregory needs to go. You couldn't have him be the leader again. It wouldn't make sense. Jesus isn't a leader. Who else is there? Some character has to be written into the show to be a leader? I'm not sure how they would get around Maggie Rhee being off the show. Not to say that she will. I hope she doesn't, but I'm just saying worst case scenario. Hope that she gets a contract, gets a salary increase because she's been there since Season 2, and I really hope contract and money does not kill off certain characters or change things. I still have a feeling that's what happened with Carl, but you know, that's here nor there. But the Maggie situation, that could happen. It may happen with Rick or Daryl or people who don't have contracts. AMC and the networks and The Walking Dead need to pay these people a little bit more, it sounds like. I don't know the contracts exactly what Maggie and stuff are getting paid, but when Norman Reedus and Andrew Lincoln are getting paid $90,000 per episode, that's not that much money compared to how much money AMC and the networks bring in from merchandise and ad revenue and commercials and all that stuff each week the episode airs. But hopefully Maggie, Lauren Cohan, and Norman Reedus and Andrew Lincoln. Not sure of where the contracts are. Hopefully the contracts do not hurt the show and the cast and everything going forward in season 9, but it could. Hopefully it does not. Let me know your thoughts, guys. And if anyone's on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we are at the PT channel. On Facebook, we have a Walking Dead community Facebook page and a group, a PT channel page, a Walking Dead mystery boxes page. A lot of good stuff, good ways to reach us as well. The PT channel, we post a lot of good stuff there. On Instagram too. Walker Stalker Con Fans, that's a page that I made a while ago. I post a lot of the convention stuff there, so if you want to check it out. Fight for Us is my awesome zombie apocalypse book series. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Kindle versions, 5 books available now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I can't say it enough. I truly love my Walking Dead family and my PT peeps, and hopefully you guys are members of our channel, subscribed. If you're not, definitely hit that subscribe button to be a valued member of our group. I do love my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family. I truly mean that. And remember, guys, you got to make some left turns before you make a right one.